Health officials continue to recommend face coverings to prevent the spread of COVID-19. However, for people with hearing loss, this safety measure is causing some communication anxiety. Carla Rodner shares what experts say people should do to make everyone's voices be heard.
Colleen Giles Harris has been dealing with hearing loss her whole life.
Several thin leaves on a long stem.
Heavily relying on lip reading before she got hearing aids last year.
I mean, it's crazy how much better I can hear now. But the pandemic has caused a real challenge with the face masks.
Now that COVID-19 is forcing people to wear face coverings, Giles has lost this essential ability.
I find that I'm not as talkative as I was before because I don't want to have to struggle to hear them, where I'm naturally a very friendly, talkative person.
According to Dr. Shauna Lee with Prevea Health, recently more people have been noticing hearing issues.
So whether they know they have hearing loss or maybe they didn't realize they had hearing loss and they're starting to struggle a little bit more.
Lee deals with hearing loss herself and says to help, people can speak louder, enunciate, and decrease background noise.
So a typical surgical mask is a few decibels of sound decrease versus an N95 mask can decrease almost 12 decibels at very important pitches for speech understanding.
She says another workaround is using clear face masks.
The mask that I have is a surgical mask with a clear window that allows patients, especially in closer proximity, to be able to see my lips and get benefit from those visual cues.
It feeds so much information for a child. To have all of the expressions available.
Educational audiologist Shelley Elkin has been preparing schools in western Wisconsin to deal with this new challenge ahead of the school year.
As far as increasing those visual cues, as far as plexiglass, the use of classroom audio distribution systems becomes even more important now.
Even for kids without hearing impairment.
That auditory system is continuing to develop up until around the age of 15 years old. So they really need additional auditory cues to develop speech and language and that literacy skill.
As health officials continue to advise face coverings to prevent the spread of COVID-19, Colleen wants the community to keep people like her in mind.
Well, Colleen says just speak louder, enunciate, slow down your speech patterns. All of those things make a big difference. Well, still ahead at noon, wait until you see what Mr. Food came up with when he teams two of the best foods together. The results is nothing short of spectacular.